It's very important for companies to start from the people, from, I don't know, identifying the gaps in specific processes that are pain points in the life of people. When you start looking at people, you can uncover trends, you can uncover things that starts to emerge, new values, and it can give you a lot of information about what people want and what they will want in the future. I think creativity, curiosity, and perseverance. Why? I think the two first ones are kind of obvious. Creativity, because innovation is what creates something new. Curiosity, it's because I think this is what triggers innovation. This kind of child mind, where you're always curious and you go further to try to understand new things. And perseverance, because I don't think that innovation works every time. I think you need to try again and again. I think it was not super recent in the theory, but because it was, I think, invented in the mid of the 20th century, but it's now up and running. It's artificial intelligence and machine learning. I think it was made possible in the recent years because of the tremendous computing power that is now available. So thanks to this computing power, we can feed the machines with a lot of data. And this data, the machine can make sense of them because of deep learning, where some connections at different levels can happen, a little bit like in the human brain. Not yet like the human brain, we are not there yet. But I think machine learning is already part of everything that we do. It has automated a lot of things that we used to do manually. And it makes the combination human beings and machine is the work, a lot of the things that we used to do at work. So I think it's a revolution already in motion, and much more is to come. So I have two in mind. One is the SpaceX sky rocket from Elon Musk. I think having a reusable rocket, when we know it costs more than $60 million to produce one, or to have one that works, it's really good. Also, it makes the exploration of space and the universe more possible, more often, at a lower cost. And who knows what we're going to discover in the sky. And I would say as well, the self-driving cars, they are said to be tools that will reduce death by car accidents by 90%. So I think it's a great innovation. Obviously, we're not there yet. It needs to be most cars needs to be self-driving for this to happen, for this benefit to happen. But it's great. It's a great innovation. Yes. So this is Emmanuelle Charpentier. Emmanuelle Charpentier is a French researcher. She just got in 2020 the Nobel Prize for chemistry. She has invented genetic scissors. Basically, it allows to cut the molecules and repair the DNA in specific places. So imagine, for example, all genetic diseases that can be detected early could be potentially healed thanks to her discovery. So it's really a breakthrough. And she's also the third French woman in history to get the Nobel Prize. So it's a pride, as I'm French. I try to look at things with a fresh mind, from scratch, not with any. I try to remove any prejudice that I could have about what could work, what could not work. With my team, for example, I use expansive thinking, where we try to suspend our judgment about each other's ideas and we try to greenhouse each other's ideas rather than judge or say it won't work, etc. So first, it's a very fun exercise to do, and second, it really gives birth to very good ideas that we would not maybe have before. We also try to think big, because if you try to just think about incremental, incremental progress, it's never really going to change the way we do things. It's just, okay, how can we do a little bit more of this, rather than think from a completely, fresh perspective. Yeah, so in my company, we say start with the user and everything will follow. I think it's very important for companies to start from the people, from, identifying the gaps in specific processes that are pain points in the life of people. I also think that it's not easy for companies to start thinking from the people instead of thinking about their business model, their products, the way all the frameworks they have put in place for things to work, and all the recipes of the past that have been working, and that's the reason why their companies are so successful. But when you start looking at people, you can uncover trends, you can uncover things that starts to emerge, new values, and it can give you a lot of information about what people want and what they will want in the future. So if you're the closest to the people, you will uncover some great things. I also think that companies should definitely allow failure. As we said at the beginning, perseverance is key in innovation, and you should not blame people for having tried and failed. Obviously, you want to put some control that you need to fail fast, maybe, but this should be celebrated. Trying should be celebrated.
Now let's move to our truth or dare question. Which one would you pick?
Dare.
Dare.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, with 1, 2, 3, or 4 of these objects, create something that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Yeah. Je sais pas où est-ce que tu vas.
I don't know, but that's funny. Oh. Sorry, I don't think you can use this mask afterwards. Not sure if it's super innovative. But it's in the air. Yes.
That's it. Voilà.
It's the smile that is the innovation.
Very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And you, what would you change in your organization to be more innovative?